Hello, welcome to LEV Toys and welcome to Too Much Christmas, where you get basically everything Christmas everywhere all the time. Is going to be so jolly and merry and also a bit horrifying. Can you have too much Christmas? You could. Now, I'm gonna start with this miniature gingerbread house, which I just built from day 21 of the LEGO Friends Advent Calendar. So this is a perfect start to our whole Too Much Christmas build, but it's only one thing, so we've got a lot of Christmas to do. Now, to start the Christmas spirit, let's have a character to live in whatever we create, and I hope she likes Christmas. Now, we've got a couple of options of tops here that are really totally Christmas, and I think the sweater for this particular girl is going to be just magnificent. It goes beautifully with her red skirt and her red tights and her black boots. Now, she could wear the Santa hat, so let's choose some a head with green eyes, because green and red for Christmas, and the Santa hat. Let's put it on her. Now, even though she has no hair, it could be tucked up in the hat. She looks adorable. But when she's got the Santa hat off, she's actually got bright red hair, because we are going with lots of bright for our Christmas girl. Now, what are we going to call her? You guys gave me so many suggestions. I was going to go with Mary for Merry Christmas, but you guys went Noel or Carol for Christmas Carol or Ivy. There are so many options, but overwhelmingly, you guys voted for Holly. So Holly, she is my thing. It's so Christmassy well. But I'm not done yet. It's Christmas, so we've got to share in the Christmas joy. So let's make another character with this top. So adorable. This is going to be Mrs. Claus. She's gonna be so cute, and she is going to hang out in the Too Much Christmas. I mean, who would be more perfect than Mrs. Claus? And we'll save this this Santa cap hat for later. We got our two characters. We've got a miniature gingerbread house. We've made a start. So let's get some base plates. This little spot here is where I'm putting the Christmas tree, and I need that there, so I make sure I put it in exactly the right spot. Otherwise, this will all go awry, and we don't want things to go awry on Christmas, because that would be sad. Now, let's put a bit of wall in here at the back, and we are going to make it so sparkly with these new sparkly pink blocks that I have alternating with the purple. I just can't use them enough. Tell me when you get sick of them. No, don't, because I'll still use them anyway. We'll put some nice big transparent pieces along the top to let the light in, because there's nothing better than a bright light coming in on Christmas Day. Just makes everything happier. Now, here in this spot in the middle, I want to make a festive Christmas wreath, and we are going to make this as extravagant as we possibly can in this small space. So we are going to put all of these leaves on them, like all of these leaves. So on the bottom layer, I'm using the light green, and I'm putting some little green flowers on the top for more festive spirit. And do you remember that we now also have these leaves in the dark green? So I'm alternating them, which is so awesome, because you can have too much of just one color of green. It's nice to be able to mix it up a bit. And I'm going to put just a bit of color on the dark green ones. Look at that, that's gorgeous. And then some holly, just like Holly's name, some holly in the middle. And that is a wonderful centerpiece for our window. Now I need this up here to be able to actually attach it. And that's lovely. That's festive and merry and bright. That sounds like a song. It might be a song, it probably is a song. Okay, now down here I'm going to have a big corner table, massive corner table, where we're going to put all of the Christmas treats and the Christmas foods and the Christmas feasting. So it needs to be big, so big that it goes all the way round the corner. And I've missed a spot here in this corner, so let's fill that. That's perfect. And there's a bit of dirt on there. Let's get rid of the dirt. We need everything squeaky and bright and clean, ready for Christmas. Now, I'm going to make a green tablecloth, kind of, or a tabletop. It's going to alternate as a tablecloth. And this is going to need to be big enough to hold all of our yummy foods that we're going to put on it. And the guests will be able to just come around here and take what they want to eat. Or we could just display stuff here. In fact, I want to display the gingerbread house here, but I can't center it because it's on like 3x3. So to center it, I'm going to need to use one of these little jumper studs. That's perfect, that works nicely. And because I want to put something else on either side, I'm putting some more little green jumper studs on the side. And now it is centered so beautifully underneath the wreath. That's actually quite hard to say, underneath the wreath. Now, on either side of the gingerbread house, we're having teeny tiny marzipan Christmas trees. Isn't that just the cutest thing? I love that. Now, I haven't finished with my decorations. But let's build a few more things. Let's move this out of the way and let's build some things to actually put on our table. So I would like some candles, a beautiful display of white candles. We're going to use these gold leaves because they are perfect for this, perfect to frame the candles, display them, just make them look extra special for Christmas. So I want a tall one here and I want a little one down here. This stud's got a hole in it so that I can put the candle on it, and that is just lovely. Now, let's get some food happening. I want to have some Christmas mints, some peppermints, and these are so pretty that I want to display them in a jar. So I've got this jar with the sparkles. So festive. And let's put them in here with a little pink one just to break it all up. And now we've got a jar of Christmas mints, and we're going to put it on a little pedestal so that it just looks ever so adorable. Now, Christmas turkey, not much I can do with this, comes ready built, except we can rip its legs off, but we don't want to do that yet, not till people are ready to eat it. I do not know how you stick that down on a table, so I'll figure that out later. What else? This delicious bread, sweet bread kind of thing, that's going on the Christmas table too, like a Danish pastry yum thing. What else do we need for Christmas? We need a plum pudding. Very, very important that we have a plum pudding. So plum puddings are super easy to build in Lego. They take less time to build in Lego than they take to actually bake, but you can't eat the Lego ones, which is sad. Now I'm going to put this in a gold plate because it just looks extra fancy like that. Doesn't sit ever so well. And I just wanted to raise it up a little bit. We'll see how that goes when we put it on the tabletop. And some cookies, some gingerbread cookies. We've got a gingerbread star here. And this one here's got some jam in the middle. And I don't know that I want to fit another cookie in there. So we've got some cookies too. Right, now, let's move all the food out of the way. Just scrape it across the floor. It'll be okay. And let's put our candles over here. I think we've got quite a few display pieces here on this table, but this is too much Christmas, people. We need to remember that this is going to get ridiculous. It's going to look overblown and not classy at all. It's going to just look like there's too much stuff here. Now, I cannot fit this on a plate. I don't want to just shove the turkey on the table, even though I've just shoved it on the floor. Let's put it on a nice, shiny white tray here. Lovely. That's lovely. Let's put our plum pudding back here, I think. It's displayed beautifully. Is it going to be a problem if the plum pudding's touching the turkey? Just asking for a friend. And we're going to put the cookies in here in the front, and that leaves, I think, just enough room to put this on the end, to put our pastry on the end. Now that is just so cluttered. At the back here, I'm going to build a little support. Turkey's on the floor again. Don't tell anyone. Shh. At least the dog hasn't licked it, so it could always be worse. I will pick it up off the floor and no one will know. See? Perfect. Lovely. All right. Okay, so over here I want to build a fireplace. A beautiful, warm, festive fireplace. If I use the word festive too much, I think I might have. But before I actually put the fireplace in, we need to fill in a bit more of this wall. So, done that. Nice. Okay, so this bit of the wall is not important to me because the fireplace is important. And we need to make sure that there's spaces on here for more decorations and stockings to hang on and a nice, cheery, warm fire for Santa to come down into. Why? Actually, that I never quite understand how that works. It's going to be very toasty for Santa, but it doesn't seem to worry him at all. It's magical. Magical Santa. Now, let's make some nice warm toasty fire for Santa. This one's got a hole in it, this little top stud. This one also has a hole in it so that we can put the flames in it. And that flyer is blazing. Fire is blazing. Flyer is blazing. I'm having trouble with my words now, and I have not been drinking any eggnog either, so it's just basically too excited about building too much Christmas. Let's make this go up a little bit higher. I'm using these transparent black pieces at the back just to add some light through here. And let's keep going. We need an overhang So this is the mantelpiece above the fireplace. This is where we're going to put the stockings. And let's just add a little bit more to the top. And then I want to make another big Christmassy showpiece to go up here on top of the fireplace, well, on the mantelpiece. So this, we're going to use these two little doves, and they're going to be little peace doves. They're going to have their beaks touching. So I need this piece here. It's going to be a 3 again, which is going to make it really hard to center it on the mantelpiece, but I'll figure it out as we go along. Let's put some beautiful Christmas evergreens for them to actually be perching on. Some olive branches maybe. Let's put another one out here, though olive foliage is kind of a dusty green, so this isn't really olive branch at all. Look at that, it's Christmas evergreen, it's so perfect. And they've got a little bit of holly in front of them, or some mistletoe. And I told you I wasn't going to be able to center them up here, so I'm going to need to put a jumper stud on a plate up here again. There we go, that way we can center it. And let's smooth off some of these spots here so it's a lovely shiny wood mantelpiece. And we'll put some more of these transparent black pieces behind because it just looks really nice and it lets the light in. And now we can put some Christmas stockings in front of the fireplace. Now these Christmas stockings have come directly from the Lego gingerbread house that was actually released this year because they're perfect. And this little white piece, which has the studs in 2 different directions, is so perfect. So I don't have any more of these. So I had to take these ones straight from the gingerbread house. And they come in pairs, obviously, because they're stockings or socks, which always come in pairs. And one would be lonely without the other. There we go. One for Holly and one for Mrs. Claus. So cute. All right, let's keep going up the top here and we'll line up these pink pieces and we just have to make sure we get them all to the same height. Now, I want another big piece of evergreen up here, framing our doves. So a big Christmas evergreeny thing with lots of bright colors in it. So let me see what angles I need to put these on to fit them into the space. I think that would be a really nice shape. I might put them down a little bit lower. And then if I put these gems in, it'll just make them really sparkly and bright. Merry and bright. Put a red one here. I'm just using all the colors because this is too much Christmas. And we're using all the colors because we need everything to be, as I said, merry and bright and festive. And too much Christmassy. Have we got enough in here? I could actually put gems in all of the holes here, but I won't. I will restrain myself and I will go and I will see if this is going to fit above the mantelpiece and whether the doves are going to like having it around them. So if I put it up there, yeah, okay, all right. So I'm going to need some little outward facing studs, frontward facing studs, to be able to actually suspend this up here on the wall. And look at that, I just need to make sure this one goes out a bit further because it's actually sitting further forward than the other one. And it's perfect. It's sitting there so nicely. How's our too much Christmas bill going? Let's fill in this little bit of the wall over here. And then we can start making sure that we put this, the whole wall along the back, that we secure it nicely. And then we can start Christmasifying up the rest of the place. Making up words everywhere today. Lots of pink along here. And I need to make sure that everything is tied in together so that our wall is nice and secure. There's no wobbly bits of wall that are going to suddenly fall down on me. That's lovely. It's so good. We're ready now. We need a comfy chair, the coziest chair for in front of the fireplace. And this one is going to be the comfiest and the most cozy chair of them all because it is Christmas time and chairs are more comfy and cozy at Christmas time than they are at any other time of the year. It's a scientific fact. I think I've put this together wrong. Yeah, I've just put it round. That needs to be at the front. So the smooth bit needs to be at the front and there we go. Good. We're good now. Everything's good. Let's put some little golden feet on our chair. And we need some more mint at the back and some gold pieces just to break up all of the blue. And then we need to round it over with some little comfy, cozy armchair thingamybobs. What do you call them? Like armrests. Armrests and backrests. Got it. It's perfect. Let's put it over here, except I don't want it just kind of floating on the base plate. So I'm going to put some... Yeah, that's lovely. Let's put some smooth pieces down so it's got a bit of a platform to sit on. There we go. We can angle it right there close to the fireplace. Now, we've been waiting for this moment. It's Christmas tree time. And I have a Christmas tree already built for you, because this Christmas tree actually came from the Lego gingerbread house, and I have wired it up. I have put power in it. Look, there's cords all the way through it, so that when I plug it into a power pack and turn it on, it is going to light up. And this is going to be the centerpiece of our Too Much Christmas build. There's even a light coming through here up to the Christmas star. So this is going to be interesting. Here's our power pack. We're currently not actually connected up. There's our little cord. So we've got lots and lots of little strings there, which is a bit messy at the back. We need to just kind of try and hide the cords. So we're going to make them go out the window. We'll see how that works. And let's plug in the power. These are just the tiniest little power plugs. They're so small and even harder to do when you're trying to do them in front of a camera. But there we go, I've got it. And yes, it works. All right, I'm not going to turn it on properly yet because I want to put it all up in situ, make sure that it is in the right place, and then we'll turn it on and see how it looks. Now, I'd love to be able to hide this big like power board here. Maybe if I blue tack it or sticky tack it to the back of the Christmas tree, maybe that will just kind of keep it out of the way. And oh no, hold on. Now the panels are falling off. I don't think, and that, yeah, okay, so the sticky tack's it's not actually holding very well onto the smooth Lego. We might just try hiding it. We'll turn these on. We'll see what we can do as we go along. But isn't that just the most beautiful thing you've ever seen? I don't know that I'm overselling it. I think it's gorgeous. I've actually changed the color of the studs on these because they were all yellow originally, but I've put blue and pink and green and red and orange so that it's sparkling all different colors and they flash, and I love it so much. All right, I need to try and hide these cords because they're just kind of, they don't look so great down the bottom. So my plan is to hide them with a bazillion presents because this is Too Much Christmas and this is the first present. It's one of those big stuffed baby reindeer. Have you seen those sort of things in the shop? I think it perfectly works. And I'm going to try and put him, I'm going to use the stud just to make sure that he doesn't like fly everywhere all over the base plate. These presents we can actually stack. I'm not going to build these ones for you because these are all presents I've built before in previous builds over previous Christmases. They're pretty easy to build, but if you want me to show you how to build Christmas presents, I'll do that in another video. Or just check out some of my other Christmas videos. There's lots of them and there are lots of different ways to build the presents, but they're all kind of basically the same. And I need to put a bazillion of these in here. Did you hear that? I've just dropped the foliage down. The evergreen is, oh, it's down again. These tweezers are very useful. You need big long tweezers when you're building Lego. It's helpful to get stuff out. Now, we're going to stack some more presents because I mentioned a bazillion. We might actually go for a gazillion presents. Otherwise, it wouldn't be too much Christmas. It would just be a little bit of Christmas. Yeah, I'm never going to get to that many. But we're going to see if I can put as many presents that I can fit around the Christmas tree down here to try and hide these cords and also to make it look ridiculously extravagant because this is supposed to be Too Much Christmas. Now, where am I going to put this one? We're going to just snuggle this one in under the branches of the Christmas tree, and a nice pink one here at the front. These little tan studs are so useful for securing things to the base plate. Now, I don't know how I'm going to secure this heart-shaped one, and there's going to be a teddy down here too because, of course, there is. But now I need to figure out how I'm going to... We might use the teddy to help snuggle that little heart-shaped box in. And if we put another present in front, then, then this is going to hold it all in quite nicely. And now we can just put a couple more in. And it's not quite a gazillion but it's close. I reckon it's close. And over here we've got one that's already been opened because that happens on Christmas. The present accidentally, in inverted commas, gets opened. So that's this one over here with the pop-up penguin. It's really cute. So how's our Christmas tree looking? This is looking pretty full. Let's turn the lights off for now because we've got more to do. We are not finished yet. We need a little coffee table to put our things for Santa when Santa comes, and he's very exhausted from all of the jobs he's been doing, and we need to give him some treats. So let's put a plate over here for the treats, and this cup with the dunk me on it. He can dunk his cookies in there. Isn't that just the sweetest cup? And don't forget the reindeers. Got to have a carrot for a reindeer. So I'm using this miniature style of carrot, and now we need some cookies. Keep dropping this gingerbread on the floor. Shh, don't tell Santa. I'll only get coal for Christmas. We got some other cookies which have not been on the floor, so those ones are okay now. Let's see where we can fit this in. Yeah, I think Holly will still be able to sit in that chair. It's not too snug. There we go. Yes, it is. Okay, so it is snug because we want snug, but there's enough room for her to fit in there nicely. Oh, and we can't have Christmas without an overly festive doormat. Welcome, ho, ho, home. Let's just put it here. That's a nice spot. And you may have noticed there's a Santa hat in the background and a festive Christmassy mat in the foreground as well, but you didn't miss much. I forgot to video those ones. Let's put the light on and let's see how it all looks. Are we too much Christmassy yet? Well, I love it with the lights off. I've pretty much filled up this space, but I reckon we can go more. I think we're going to have to go up. So we're going to call this Too Much Christmas, and tomorrow there will be more. There will be more Too Much Christmas. It's going to be Too Much Christmas. Oh my goodness. That's a terrible title. How about Too Much More Merry Christmas, ho ho ho. Maybe I shouldn't actually title it. Maybe you guys could come up with a title for Too Much More Christmas. Oh, but prepare yourselves because there will be more. So I will see you tomorrow for more Too Much Christmas. I will see you then. Bye.